Hey guys, Infidel 1258 here. Today I want to share with you a response to a comment from a live event where we were talking specifically about the importance of releasing the Conclave Arcana set, bringing it into the new game and transforming this moment where people are paying attention and maybe leveraging the excitement, the building of the altcoin marketplace, bull market, and so much more. Is it deeply important, maybe even necessary, that the set be released immediately? Or is there room, an opportunity to breathe and wait till April 2024? Let's discuss it. If that sounds interesting, stick around and stay tuned. Have an amazing day. God bless. I love how simple conversation pieces can actually there's real depth in something like that. It's like a one sentence and yet we could have a 10-minute conversation about how impactful and important is it that we act now with respect to that new set. And then there's certain information that maybe you do or don't know around that. Like even the People's Guild this morning dropped a 2-hour conversation with Breaking Benjamin. I think that's his username. And so in that chat, I heard them talking about where they're at with respect to the creation of the set. Some of you probably woke up early and watched that. Others of you didn't. And so it's so interesting that a little sentence can have these deep wells. Like, I might disagree that we need to act now. I actually don't. I'm with you. It would be the sooner the better, especially given this time. We've got, new advertising people coming on. Blaze, shout out to Blaze. I love that guy. He's part of the Time and Attention Guild. But also, this new vision for advertising and sort of looking at where we're going to go with those things. So we want to have a new set that we can sell, we can market in this moment. Plus, crypto being where crypto's at, man. Bitcoin just won't give up. We were at 68.5, I think, and we pulled back a little. But this, I don't know what's happening. But I love that it feels like we're poised for something really special. I don't know if I buy all the the next 6 months, 9 months are just gonna be crazy for Bitcoin, and yet this thing won't roll over. And so I'm starting to become a believer. I'm not going to go buy Bitcoin, but I'm still starting to become a believer. And it makes me hopeful for what the altcoin market can do. And SPS, by the way, quietly performing so well, right? So on 90-day window, look at that right there. We were at 0.0454. So 4/10 of a penny, or call it, almost 5/10 of a penny if you round up. So half a penny. And now here we are at practically double that. It's just shy of double that. 9 would be double that essentially. And in the last, that's from August 4th. So, you know what I mean? That's exciting. This is exciting. And so it would be great to have that pack ready to maybe capitalize on some of what might be coming and what I think most of us think is coming. And yet there is the other side of things. There is an argument to be had, and I'm not defending it, but I want to again, such complicated waters on such a simple topic. There's arguments to say we should keep Chaos Legion in the modern longer. There's arguments to say that 33-cent packs, although they hurt, it's maybe undermines the value proposition of these assets in the game, and you can make all kinds of arguments why we should just get rid of Chaos, and I think a lot of those arguments hold a lot of water. They make a lot of sense. It is absolutely true that Chaos Legion being an affordable access point into Modern it should be a selling point, or it could be a selling point in the right spokesperson's hands. You know what I mean? To see that a Max Rebellion set that's gold foil. A Max Rebellion set, regular foil, $7,400. That is crazy. To show up today and be like, yeah, you need to spend 10 grand on this card. By the way, there's SPS purchase prices in there, right? And you're going to need some of the Rift Watchers. You're going to need some of the Chaos Legion. You're going to need some of the promo cards. So $10,000 on cards, $3,000 in SPS. To start playing this game at the high level, you're going to have to throw 20 grand into it. That's a crazy threshold of requirement to put on brand new players. I understand they don't all need to play at Diamond Champion. I get that. But I'm just saying, How many times in life are you told that to start performing at the highest level of something, you can, but by the way, it's like 15, 20 grand. That's just an unusual thing. And yet Chaos Legion is fighting against that, or anchoring the modern experience in a financial way, or making it more attainable, more feasible, more available to a broader audience by giving a very affordable set. $685 for those amazing cards. And those Chaos, I've talked about this at length, those Chaos cards are some of the best in the game ever. Those summoners, those legendaries, Lily Shieldpaw, Yasik, Possibilis, Immortalis, those are some of the best summoners in the game ever. And summoners are one of the most key pieces of the game that you can have. And then the Chaos Legion reward cards, very, very powerful. And there were so many copies of them, so they're affordable as well. And so all I'm saying is, I see a pro and a con to saying let's move on from Chaos. It's not all roses that we would close this out. There's a certain audience of players that would love to play at a high level in Modern, and they can today because of these cards. But if they arrive even in 3 months or 6 months, they will be priced out, because Rebellion's not going to, in my mind, drop down 90% in value. I think Rebellion's going to, for many reasons, and this is a separate conversation, going to stay relatively stable across the next 6 months to a year. That's my prediction for a lot of reasons. And then you add on to picturing the new set, Conclave Arcana coming in. It's going to be a $5,000 to $10,000 set as well. We know that because, the cards are going to be $4 a pack. It's going to be something like that. I don't know the exact price point. If it's $4 a pack and you're going to need probably 2,000 packs or something like that, is my guess, which is just a guess. You're talking, $20,000 for just the cards to maximize those two key editions. And so how are we changing, and who are we now, which audiences are we going to move toward and away from once Chaos Legion moves away? I'm not saying we should keep it longer. I want that new set to come. I think it makes them, as you take in all the considerations, the pros, the cons, the complicating factors, sort of the unintended consequences, but maybe those that could be expected. I still think you're right. Let's move on. It's great to move on. It's going to be exciting to move on. And you're right. It's about acting while the sentiment is fresh. People are growing in sort of positivity in this moment toward this game, and we want to keep that ball rolling.